Hi, this is an urgent appeal about equity of pay. I just want you to know that I was going through 3 years of oppression, probably longer about work. I'm getting kicked out from police all over Australia. I came back here. I went to many places. I've written it all down and I've been denied. I've also slowly getting another video of my real work and identity when it comes to photography. I've done so much work in health healing. I'm really angry that they're copying what I want to do in my life. This is my life. I've done healing work all in Australia when I was sick from heavy metal toxicity. I had to do a lot of health healing. I put a lot of detox underway with chlorella, cilantro, diatomaceous earth. I took charcoal a lot. I did a lot of NAC. I did a lot of milk thistle. I think it's Q10. Because I'm trying to reduce the cell damage as it ages you. And what I think is very cutthroat about this is I've been very sick and very sad about my family. And you would be miserable if somebody had raped you and shamed you I'm being punished every time I want to go to work and kicked out of, I'm getting violence for work. And because these women, it's like these women should just be dancers. This is what they're doing. They're being entertainers. They should get out of my own career. This is what's not fair about these flowers and their career is everything I've done to keep afloat. They've blocked me. In Australia, I did all this knitting and created all this business over there with all these fudge making homemade creations of candles. They started a massive war by flooding the market and teaching it to everybody. It needs to stop, this undercutting and sabotaging people going to work. I got into a career here at Concentrix and all these other call center applications were all biting. I had a really good CV and I had a tutor with me doing it with me. I also went to Workbridge. I went to all these disability centres to help me with my CV and the way to write. And she has broken everything about me in the case of 3 years because I was left without a family after they just broke my whole CV, broke my business, broke my stability, kept me on the run for 3 years because everywhere I go, I'm harassed as a dog face and they're leaving me with no reality because there's no one to back me up. There's no help. They keep hacking my stuff. They keep working me as a labour, as a fat pig and not healthy as they took credit for all of my years of healthy work. It's really unfair how I'm being treated because my body actually went through a lot of abuse and my liver's been damaged. I've got damaged and since I came here. Ever since I came here at about May 24, I got poisoned and I had problems. I had to go to this colonoscopy. I had a health scare. But before that, every day I was proactive trying to find a job all over New Zealand and I started getting human trafficked. And everything I want to work for, they keep breaking it. I went to TESOL to start to learn that. They broke me as a teacher and said that I'm a fucking loser and all this kind of stuff. And I can't keep up with why there's so many women working against me to stop me going to work and to break me financially. And it's like, you need to stop this war against women going to work and being independent. So otherwise, should I just pay a bunch of hitmen to stop you being a makeup artist? Because that's what it's kind of like. It's like breaking people's happiness and stopping them being able to work and for their future. And I'm not getting the same pay. It's like you're labouring me as a fat pig in the public. I'm labouring for your laughs. What about my own right to be an independent individual? I definitely went to a course to do call centre work, so why am I being blackballed out of society? You've worked me as a poo video, and my past was all this work to do with counselling, education. I was getting into jewellery making. I wanted to buy a boat. I started to go to learn a guitar and learn Chinese medicine. And then this is all because they kept stopping me working. I applied for everything, cleaning. People saw me too, and I applied for all these cafe jobs and aged care and Geraldine, and I had this cheater coming along and breaking everything that I was trying to achieve. I went to this cafe, I was fine. and they stop me working by going on, oh, you're ugly, you've got an ugly face. I can't deal with this anymore. Something needs to be done about the terrorism in this country and this nepotism of feeling like you're beautiful and you've got this VIP club to keep bullying women out of their own right to work and have the credit for what they've worked for in their life. I've done nutrition my whole life, but if I'm going through something very tragic and I'm sad and I'm depressed and I'm upset about my family, I don't feel safe in this country at all. I don't feel safe anymore. I've gone through violence. I shouldn't have to be put on the same standard when you are treating me with less standards. And it was discrimination, which should actually go to human rights, and I've called human rights and it's never taken seriously, my discrimination. They follow me. I'm harassed everywhere I go. Went to Unitec. They got the whole Unitec against me and kicking me out and sending this van video that I'm a man, which is a scam. What about my cafe jobs, the landscape and wildlife photography that I was inspired by, my intuitive therapy and counselling, Good Samaritan work that I've done, but I also trained in it too, and I've trained in dementia care, caregiving and aged care, NDIS, like disability support work. I've been applying for all the cruise ship jobs. I went to a call centre to retrain in what I'm already good at, because I used to work at Telstra in sales, and she was happy with me and said I'm totally doing everything right. And she said people were scamming and calling me a slut all over town, the tutor. And suddenly I just got, every job was getting told I'm drama. I can't live where you're undercutting and doing criminal activity to stop me going to work. I'm being hacked all the time. All of my intellectual property is being stolen. So I could be a call centre worker, which I could do at home, but they're stopping that. I could do all these different jobs in education, counselling. I've done all these film studies at university, all about racism and classism, which is what's going on. I've done my side businesses are all creative work and homemade based work, which they've all copied. They've stolen it all off me and they're blackballing me off the internet. My identity's stolen by different companies around New Zealand. But the thing is I want to protest. I never got to see you. You're just watching me through some camera saying I'm cheap quality and people can see the truth, but they can't see the truth. What you can see is a woman that got damaged and battered, but you don't know my story. You're just seeing the end result of somebody beating me up and keeping me lower class, but I wasn't. How come I've got all this, how come all of my diaries were about applying for all these places and none of the places like Workbridge or Work and Income said that I'm not employable? I sat there and had conversations with them. They have to interview you as well. They didn't say anything about me being unemployable. They actually said I am employable. So did my doctor. And I've gone on to all these places, even my counsellor at Te Wharaora and the work coordinators there said I'm being discriminated, that I'm mentally ill. I got onto a deep sea fishing school down in the West Coast. Somebody sent them a lot of mental files so that I wouldn't get hired. I'm being really blackballed. It's not fair. I want pay equity. It's not fair how I'm being treated. I've done all the work and I don't get the credit for it. They do. All the time. Everything that I do, even down to I was about to start a health regime because I know I've got thyroid issues. It's come up in my hospital finally, but I already knew that I had thyroid issues years ago, and I have to eat very vegetarian to ever lose weight, and so I'm not getting any dignity after this. They just keep destroying me going to work. They keep sabotaging my knowledge. They keep making out that I'm very stupid when I've done a lifetime of wisdom when it comes to support work and deep healing of other people's heart and their consciousness. If this is a real discrimination from this massive, from this from this music and fashion stuff, and then this, the thing is there's no diversity. It's just under this one law that these girls are above me, and I don't think it's fair. I want the right to go back to work without discrimination, and that I want someone to fight for me because I keep going to work. I keep going to push forward and they keep stopping me getting any work, or they keep undercutting me, or they got police going around saying I'm bad in communities and I'm a pedophile, and just it's not fair. I got into Massey University to be a journalist, and he says on the thing that I didn't click that I was enrolled, but I actually was, because I got all these letters and I signed it. But the thing is my thing went down. My brand new computer got a death screen, which I think was foul play, and other people saw it, and other people have seen when I'm getting calls, people calling me saying you called me and I haven't called them. Like I've got some hacker fraudulent activity. And how am I meant to get a job if I'm kept isolated? This is wrong to blackball me out of every community with vagina holes run by community police and stuff to keep me ostracized and lower class and to keep me ugly. It's really blackballing and oppressing somebody, and you can't say that you're a liberal if you're holding me hostage underground in these tunnels with violence, and you can't say that you're not racist, reverse black racism, if you believe that everything I work for should only go to your girl. Because I started doing all this humanitarian letters to get help, and I was like, I'm going through this discrimination, and I've got gender violence, I'm not being supported. So now they're all UNHCR leaders, all United Nations leaders. Whatever I do, these girls become public faces of careers that I work for, and they've got me tortured on video, blackmailing me so I can't get humanitarian aid. But what I'm saying is the country is being violent, because you can't deny people. You can't keep serving me this scam electricity bill that I'm dark energy and not allow me access to any support systems. I want pay equity. I've done all the work and I don't get the recognition they do because of their looks, because of a list of looks. How would you feel if somebody was just like discriminating you that you're ugly one day and keeps videoing you and keeps poisoning you and just keeps saying you don't deserve to get this job, that all these other girls got to get the job because they're hotter? And same with like anything that I do with supporting people or getting people inspired, they seem to take it off me and give it to them, and they're in the hot club, and it's really conceited. I should be allowed to go and live in another country without these women dominating me. But I don't have freedom. If I went overseas, the women came over to dominate me. They won't let me have my own friends. It's not right.